Hello guys, and welcome to Signe's yoga stretch ideal for post-cardio workouts. So I wanted to do a little stretch section because it'll help you, especially if you've been doing high intensity workouts or any kind of workouts and your muscles are aching and you really need a good stretch. So all of my videos that I've uploaded here on this site, they don't include a cool down or stretching section. So this was my intention. You could go straight over and do this after. Okay guys? So it will be a yoga session, but focusing on your stretching moves. So you can do this just as a normal yoga session if you fancy it, or you can do this in particular if you have been doing a lot of exercise and your muscles are screaming out for a bit of rest. Okay guys, so try to stay with me and we will get through this. Okay, let's go. You need a yoga mat. If you haven't got a yoga mat, you can just use a towel on the floor or maybe a rug. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to come right back here. So first move we're going to do, guys, is going to be for the arms. So standing with your feet hip width apart, clasp your hands together, take a nice deep breath, and then just bring them up to the ceiling, turning your palms around. So breathe in, bring them up, turning your hands around, and breathe in. Make yourself nice and long, guys. Stretch, 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 stretch your arms up. Stretch them up, hold them, and really stretch your arms up. So I want you to focus on getting your shoulders to just fall down. So relax your shoulders, but press your palms into the air, okay? So press away, press away, press away. Make sure your palms are turning up, okay? So from there, breathe in. We're going to come over to the side stretch. Breathe in, come over to the one side. Breathe out. Make yourself nice and long. And hold it and stretch. Good. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, go to the other side. Use your breathing, use your exhalation. Good. We do one more time each side. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go to the right. That's where you started. Make yourself nice and long. Make sure you don't fold forward. You keep your nice long line to the side. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, come forward. Good work, guys. And bring them up. And bring them down. Okay, a bit more for the arms now. Hopefully you can see me. You're going to put your arms on the hips to start with, and then just bend your head backwards a little bit. Okay, press your chest forward, start leaning back, looking up. Okay, try to see if you can get your elbows in the same sort of direction behind you, okay? So as if they wanted to meet each other. Keep looking up, stretching your throat. And then from there, start coming forward, forward, forward. Now take your hands off your hips, clasp your hands behind you. Yeah, so I'm clasping my hands behind. Okay, and we're going to lean forward. We're going to take the arms with us. This is a big stretch for the shoulders. Nice if you've got tight shoulders. Okay, so breathe in and start leaning forward, dropping yourself all the way down. Okay, taking your arms with you. I know they reach a point where they just want to stick. But see if you can take them with you. If you can, try to have your legs straight and see if you can continue those arms falling forward, forward, forward down towards the mat. If you can't have your legs straight, try to bend them a little bit. Okay, if it's too much with a straight leg. And just stay here and hang. Keep bringing those arms over your head as much as is possible without any pain or discomfort. Now try to see if you can stretch your right foot or your right leg and then lean over towards the right. So you're shifting your weight gently over to the right side and you're pressing into your right heel. Keep dropping your head. Keep allowing those arms to drop forward. And now do this the other side. So shift over to the left. Nice big strong stretch there for your arms and the back of your legs.
Press into your left heel, lean forward. Come back to the middle, just hang there a little bit longer. Keep using your breathing, guys, especially if this is strenuous for you, or if your arms are in discomfort. Keep breathing. And now just drop your arms down and just hang here. You can clasp your elbows, guys, just hang forward, and just a gentle little sway backwards and forwards, or a little side to side. Okay, just loosen up your back, guys, loosen up the back of your legs, especially if you've done lots of running. This is excellent. Okay, relax your head, nod your head, yes, no. And then if you can reach the mat, guys, see if you can drop your hands down to the mat. Palms can be flat on the floor. And then just drop your head down. If you can't reach, it's just your fingertips hovering, that's fine as well, guys, wherever you feel comfortable. And then just take a little bend in your knees, bend them, and straighten them, and bend them, and straighten them, and bend them. We're going to roll all the way up. Take your arms out to the side. Are you coming with me? All the way up. Bring your hands together in traditional yoga pose. Breathe out. Excellent, guys. You might feel a little bit dizzy here. Just take a moment to pause. If you've got water to hand, by all means, take a little sip of water. I'm now going to do some sun salutations with you. So standing in a traditional sun salutation pose, I'm going to come to the top of my mat. I'm just going to move my mat a little bit so I'm proper side on. Okay, we're standing here from the side and we're going to do some sun salutation. Okay, we're going to do half sun salutation. Just if you're not familiar with it, we'll talk you through it. I'll talk you through it now, okay? So take a nice deep breath in, slight bend in your knees, breathe in. Bring your hands together above your head. Slightly bend your back, look backwards. And now come forward, breathe out, open up your arms all the way down to the mat. Can you see me? Okay, so just hang out here. You can have a small bend in your knees. And now you're going to breathe in, you're going to straighten your legs, you're going to flatten your back, and you're going to look forward. Looks like this. Okay, so my back's nice and flat, my legs are straight. And I'm going to come back again, forward fold, bend your knees. And then we're going to bring our arms out nice and wide, breathe in, come all the way up. Hands together above your head. And hands to your heart. Okay, that's half sun salutation. We're going to try that again now. Try to do it a bit more fluent. So breathe in, bend your knees. Hands together above your head. Breathe out, fold forward. Forward fold, just hang out here. Breathe in, straighten your legs, look halfway up. Breathe out, come down, bend your knees. Breathe in, come all the way up. And hands to your heart. Good. You with me? Okay. Now we're going to do a bit more of a sun salutation, which means we're going to step back with one leg, and then we're going to do some stretches when we're down there in one leg. Okay, let's try it again. So breathe in, bend your knees. Look up, clasp your hands together, open up, breathe out. Forward fold, relax your legs. Breathe in, straighten your legs, flatten your back, look forward. Breathe out. Now place both hands either side of your feet. Step it back with your right foot. So you are in a low runner's lunge here. Okay? So this is a nice stretch for runners or anybody really. But just try this one here. So just, you can adjust yourself. You don't have to arrive straight into the stretch, okay? So my right leg is nice and straight. I'm pressing my thigh down towards the mat. My left knee is bent 90 degrees. My toes are in front of my knee, okay? So just try to hang out here. Try to relax your shoulders for a bit. Press into your right toes, right? And just chill here for a minute or so. Not for a minute. Okay. Now I need you to drop your knee, your right knee down to the mat. Relax your foot. That feels quite nice. And then you're gonna use your hands to walk yourself up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch the right hip flexor now. It's a lovely one for the front of your thigh as well. So bringing both hands together at your knee, breathe in, and then stretch forward. Breathe out. This is a really nice one, so just enjoy this one. Feels good. Okay, breathe in again, come a little bit further into it. Breathe in and then lean a bit more forward. Okay guys, now what I want you to do is bring your hands back down either side of your foot. Now move your left foot out to the side a little bit, so I'm moving it over towards the camera a bit more, giving me a bit more space. We're going to try to come into the lizard pose. Now this is quite an advanced pose, guys, so try to go as far into it as you possibly can. I'm going to take my right elbow first down to the floor. I might disappear out of the camera for a moment, and then I'm going to see if I can get my other elbow down on the floor as well. Okay, sometimes it's possible, not always. Okay, you may need to move your right foot back a little bit and then just relax into it. Lizard pose. And relax. Nice deep breaths, guys. Just relax into this. Very good. Couple more breaths here. And slowly start to rise up. Okay, bring your toes into the floor again. Bring your hands either side of your left foot. You're going to take a nice big wide step in again. We're going to come back up into our sun salutation. So breathe in, bring them in. Forward fold, just hang here. Breathe out. Breathe in, straighten your legs, look up. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, take it all the way home. And hands together, and hands to your heart. Okay, how did you find that? Big stretch on the leg. We're going to do the other side now, starting from our sun salutation. Okay, let's go. Breathe in, look back. Breathe out, fold forward. Forward fold, bend your knees slightly. Breathe in, straighten your legs, flatten the back, look up. Breathe out, place your hands down. Now step it back with your left foot. So we are in runner's low lunge. Again, don't be afraid of adjusting. Keep putting that foot where it needs to be. Make sure your hands are either side. See if you can get your palms down ideally. If not, just right up on your fingertips is fine. And just try to hang out here. Just press your toes into the floor. Again, just check in, make sure your right knee is bent, your toes are pointing forward, your knee is not in front of your toes, and just press back. Make yourself nice and long here. Just enjoy that for a few moments. And then the same thing, we're going to relax your foot, relax the knee on your left side, and then just drop them down to the floor. Relax your foot, relax your knees, and then climb up to the right knee. Just place your hands gently here, just above your knee. Nice deep breath in. We're going to relax the hip flexor, stretch the hip flexors. Nice deep breath in. And breathe out, lean forward. And again, don't be afraid of really leaning forward, really feeling in the front of your quad. Nice if you do a lot of cycling as well. This one is spin classes. Relax your shoulders. And just breathe. Sit into this lovely stretch. Okay, it's good if you're sitting down a lot as well, working from home or in the office. Okay guys, now bring your hands down and then move your right foot out to the side to give yourself a bit of space, and then we'll come into the lizard pose again. So take your elbow, your outside elbow is the easiest one to get down, I think. So take the outside elbow down first, and then if you can come down on the inside elbow as well, by all means. If not, you're just hovering, and then just relax into it. You need your breathing in this one, guys. You need your breathing, otherwise you will not be able to get into the pose. Keep using your exhalation. Don't be afraid of adjusting yourself in the position. Keep breathing. And relax. One or two more breaths. Maybe you could fall into the inside elbow now. Maybe it feels a little bit easier. And then start walking your way out of this pose. It's quite a big stretch. Sometimes you can get a bit crampy. Okay, so just take your time. Again, press your toes into the floor. Nice big stance forward. We're going to finish off the sun salutation. So let's bring in. Bring him in. Oh, I couldn't get him in there. Forward fold. Just hang out here for a moment. My legs got funny there. And then breathe in, straighten your legs. Look halfway up. And breathe out. And breathe in, come all the way up. And hands together. And hands to your heart. Oh, I can feel that all the way to the back of my legs here. Okay, now facing me again, guys. We're going to stand a long way on the mat. Now we're going to do a little bit for the adductors. So we're going to take a nice big stance here. So your feet are coming towards the end of each mat. Okay, so you can see I'm really nice and open here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bending the right leg to allowing me to stretch the adductors on the left side. Okay, so just come down here. Okay, you can place your right hand so it's resting on your thigh, and then you can take your left hand down the middle. Okay, and we're just stretching. Now, depending on how flexible you are, depending on how this stretch feels, like this is too much with your hands down, just hang out up here. Okay, that's absolutely fine. If this feels good for you, just hang out up here. Make sure that both feet are pointing more or less in the same direction. Yes, the toes are pointing forwards. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my arm down just so I'm feeling a little bit more. And I'm just going to hang out here and stretch. I'm just going to hang out here and stretch. Okay? Really breathe into your inner thigh muscles. I hope you can feel it. I hope it feels good. Shouldn't be any pain. A little bit of tightness, but no pain. Okay, take one more breath here. Then you're going to switch over to the other side. Again, you may want to start high. Just breathe. Feel it on your inner thigh. Hang out here. If you're happy to put your hand down, you can. If you're very flexible and you want to get both hands down, by all means, you can come down here. And when you do that, you may feel like you're turning automatically. You're turning your right toes out. Okay, so they're pointing out a little bit more, sort of towards 1 o'clock. Yeah, just to get a bit bigger, better range of movement when you do this. Okay, so this is fine. One more breath here. Now we're going to shift again. We're going to come over to the other side again. This time I need you, if you can, to keep your left hand down the middle. We're going to take this right hand and we're going to rotate it all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, your right knee is still bent. You're stretching your inner thighs, but this time you're now opening up your chest, rotating your shoulder, pointing your fingertips up to the ceiling. Make sure you're trying to relax your head even though you are looking up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And then slowly bring that arm down. Place it in the middle. Take your weight over to the other side. Take that left arm, up to the ceiling. Fingertips up. Bending your left knee. And stretch. Look after the fingertips. And then bring it down. And then just bring your feet a little bit closer together. Slight bend in your knees. And take your hands off the floor and roll up. Good. Excellent. One more stretch standing, then we're going to come onto the floor. So I need you to face the same way as you were before. This time you're going to take your right foot, step it forward, step the left leg backwards as well. Not as big as we were before, not big wide movement like when we were in runner's lunge, but something that looks a bit like this, okay? So you've got your weight evenly placed on either leg, so you can sort of be right here in the middle. What I need you to do is keep your legs straight, and you need to bend your chest down towards your right foot, and we're going to do a nice hamstring stretch, okay? So just breathe in and then lean forward, lean forward. Okay, you see I'm keeping my legs nice and straight, and if you can, get your fingertips onto the mat, even maybe your palms onto the mat, okay, and then just try to relax your head down. All right, your head's the last thing that's relaxing. Pressing both heels into the mat, okay? Just hold it here and really breathe into it. This is a really good one if you've got tight hamstrings. You're going to enjoy this one, or it's going to help you at least. What I need you to do now, guys, is I need you to just transfer your weight backwards and forwards. So you're going to lift your right foot up off the mat and then bend. You see I'm bending my left knee and then straighten it. So lifting my foot, bending and straightening. It's nice to get a little bit of movement here. So bend, lift my right foot off the floor and then press and down. I'm going to do two more. Lift the foot, you're lifting your heel on the opposite foot and then straightening, and last one, make it a good one, sit really back into it and straighten it down, drop your head down, and then you want to bend your right knee a little bit as you are slowly rising out of this one. Okay, well done guys. We've got one more side to do, so swap your legs over nice and gently, step it back, okay, straighten both legs, make sure your weight is evenly distributed by both sides, okay? I'm a bit wobbly here as you can see. So I'm keeping both my legs straight, and I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. And I'm going to bend forward, leading with my chest, keeping both my legs straight. See how far down I can get. And you may only be able to get by here, guys, and that's fine. Just keep pressing into both your heels. Otherwise, you keep carrying down. See if you can get your fingertips onto the mat. See if you can get your palms onto the mat, and you may notice one side is different to another, perfectly normal. And then just drop your head down. And breathe. Yeah. Every time you breathe out, guys, you should be able to go a bit deeper into it. And we're going to have the same thing again here, guys. We're going to lift our left foot up. So lift your foot up. At the same time you're bending your right knee and then straighten. And you need to come in a little bit here. So I'm lifting and I'm bending and I'm pressing back in, straightening. Lifting, bending and straightening again. Lifting, bending. And make sure you use your breathing. Breathe in when you're lifting and bending. Breathe out when you're pressing in. And you don't have to do so fast. You can take a little rest here. Let's do another two. And straightening. And the last one, lifting your foot, bending the back leg. And like so. And then bend your left knee a little bit. And then slowly rise up out of it. Oh. Okay guys, that was the standing part. I want to do a few exercises on the floor. So I'm going to move my camera so hopefully you can see me. Coming with me. Here we go. You can see my pretty yoga mat over here now. Okay guys, I'm just going to check my program. Okay, so you've got a bit on my settee there. I'm going to move you a little bit more again. Sorry guys, you're coming with me here. We're more in the middle then. There we go. Oh, technical difficulties when you're working out at home. Right, so first I need you to sit cross-legged. Okay, nice big yoga pose. Then I need you to take your left leg cross it over your right. Okay, so you're sitting a little bit like a mermaid. Okay, can you sit like this? Okay, so depending on your flexibility, depending on how low this left knee is, it doesn't matter. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little twist. Okay, so try to bring that in a little bit closer toward yourself, sitting up on both of your sitting bones, trying to see if you can sit up relatively nice and straight. We're taking our right arm, wrapping it around our left knee, so we're sitting like so. You're going to take your left arm up in the air, breathe in, and then you're going to twist. Okay, but I need you to stretch up first, and then placing the hand behind you, and then twist around, looking behind you. Keep twisting, keep squeezing. Okay, it's really important you're sitting up nice and straight, trying to sink into your both sitting bones. You should feel a nice twist on your spine, and obviously you'll feel it in your glutes as well on your left side. Okay, keep twisting, keep looking behind you. Try to drop the shoulder, have the palm flat on the floor. One more breath here. And then come back to center. Okay, well done guys. Swap it over. Right foot over left now. Okay, just get yourself into the right comfortable position. Try to see if you can get both sitting bones onto the mat. Obviously, the right side wants to rise up a little bit. Grab around your right leg with your left arm. Bring your right arm up to the ceiling, stretch it up, and then rotate, place it behind you. Make sure you are upright, and then you twist. Try to relax your shoulder and keep looking over the right shoulder. Now it does help if you want to close your eyes. You can get into it a little bit deeper. Just keep applying gentle pressure as you're rotating and twisting around your own axle. And keep breathing. And last one. And come back to center. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a nice big stretch for the adductors. We did this standing. Now we're going to do it seated. So sit up nice and wide. I like to just press myself up in the air, and then I can come straight down, sit in my sitting bones. Okay. My feet are flexed up to the ceiling. Now again, this is very, very individual. This might feel very, very strong for you, and this might be more than enough. So if you are happy just sitting here, make sure that your knees are sort of slightly tilting backwards, okay, so they don't fold forward, but try to open them up. So all of this is open up, which is why we've got our toes flexed. We have that movement of opening up, okay. But if you're okay with this, you can start walking your hands a little bit further forward. Keep walking them forward. Try to see if you can maintain the position of your feet. Okay, keep walking forward, and again, this might be more than enough for you, but if you are more flexible, you just keep walking as far forward as you can, taking the head down with you, relaxing your head, and then you're just going to hang out here. Okay, this is not a competition of trying to force your head onto the floor. It's ideal if you can get your forearms onto the floor and you can just relax your arms, keep your feet engaged, keep your toes pressed up to the ceiling, and then try just to breathe into your lower back. Every time you breathe out, try to allow the muscles of your lower back to relax and lengthening, and breathe. One or two more here. And slowly start walking your hands back. Right? This is a nice stretch. And if there's any other stretches that you like particularly, and you're saying, oh, I can stay here a bit longer, this feels good, you can always just press pause, or you can return back to it after we finished. So what I need you to do now is bend your left foot in. Okay, so the left foot comes in, your right foot stays up there, nice and straight. Again, this is quite individually where you want to place that foot. Some people like to have it right up here. Some people need to have it out a little bit further down towards your knee. Okay, depending on your range of movement, again, where you prefer to have that foot. Okay, so I'm just going to reach out my right hand somewhere, so it's just resting on my right foot, on my right leg, my shin, or if you want to take it off the leg and just have it on the mat, maybe prefer that, you could do that. Okay, so you can see I've already started leaning over a little bit, and again, this might be more than enough for you, but if you fancy a bit more, bring your left hand up to the ceiling, nice deep breath in, and then just come over to the side. Okay, just breathe in. Again, it's not a competition. Okay, try to relax your shoulders. Try to use your fingertips like an arrow. You're pointing them forward, stretching them out. Again, it's important not to collapse forward, but try to keep nice and open and press over to the side. Okay, if you feel like you need to adjust your left foot, don't be afraid of adjusting it. It's your yoga, your time. Take one more breath here. And then slowly come out of that. Nice big wave movement to get that arm down. Okay? We're going to swap the legs over. Keep the left foot engaged. Bring the right foot into somewhere on your inner thigh, wherever you feel comfortable. Stretch out your left hand. Let it rest wherever you want to let it rest. Take your right hand up into the ceiling. Nice deep breath in. And then come over. Okay, press those fingertips out like an arrow, like you're pointing for something. Again, try not to collapse forward. Keep yourself nice and open. Your chest is up, your heart is out. And just breathe. Allow yourself to sink deeper into the stretch. Closing the eyes can help at times. And just hold it and breathe. Keep pressing out with those fingertips, making yourself nice and long, stretching your side. One more deep breath here. And then come up. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do a couple of twists. We're going to do a nice little twist called head of the cow. So what we're going to do is lay down on our back for the first time. You'll be glad to know. I got my knees bent. I'm now going to cross one leg over the other one, like so. Okay, so make sure it's nice and tight. You're going to lift your feet off the mat, so they're up here, about 90 degrees. And now you're going to reach up with both hands, and you're going to grab each foot. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? So I'm grabbing from the top of my feet, and I'm gently pulling those legs towards me. So you feel a bit muscles on your glutes. Okay. So if you can now, try to lay yourself back down on the mat, gently bringing those legs with you. Okay. Keep pulling them in towards you, but at the same time allowing them to drop down. Okay. So let gravity just let them drop down, but also using your arms to pulling them in towards you. So when you look straight ahead at your legs, you can see it looks a little bit like a bull's head. Right? So it's called head of the cow. This is a nice stretch, one of my favorites. And then just keep, as you are relaxing into this, keep pulling the legs in towards yourself. And again, allowing gravity just to let them drop down. Okay, so this should feel quite nice once you're in it for a little while. One more breath here. And then take your hands away, drop your legs down, and then swap them over. Cross it to the other side. Make sure there's no gap, nice and tight. Okay, I suggest you raise your head off the mat when you're going to grab them. Grab your feet from the top, and then lay yourself down if you can. And just take the legs with you. At first this feels really, really tight, but eventually they will come along with you. So just keep squeezing your legs, keep pulling them in towards your chest. You feel that really strong in your glutes, and then just let gravity just let them drop down as well at the same time. So you're pulling in as well as your legs are falling back down towards the mat. And again, you may feel different one side to another. So just enjoy this stretch. One more breath here. And remove your hands and uncross them, sorry. Okay, so now we're going to do a twist from the same position. I don't have so much room on one side, so I'm going to move myself a little bit closer this way. So again, we're going to start with crossing over our right leg, like we did before, exactly the same thing. Bring your head up, bring your hands up, cross them over. Now what we're going to do from here is you're going to lay yourself down, but then now we're going to do a twist. Okay, so hold on to your legs for a moment, lay yourself down. Okay, so now you're in the position we were in before. Let go of your feet, drop your arms out to either side, and you're going to rotate over. So if you've got your right leg crossed, you're going to go to the opposite side. Okay, so you're going to go towards your left hand now. So I'm going to drop my legs down over towards the left, and then I'm going to take my head in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is a nice big twist. You might be familiar with this twist, but not with your legs crossed. So if it's too much for you, you don't like having the legs in that position, you can uncross them and then just having them stacked one on top of the other. Okay, just relax and breathe. Excellent work. One more breath here. You should feel the stretch easing. It's a nice twist. It's nice for your lower back. You might hear a little sort of crack or pop, and that's not a bad thing. It just means everything's relaxing in your lower back. I get that sometimes, especially if I'm in really tight. Okay, come back into center. Use your core a little bit for that. Okay, uncross your legs. Cross it over the other one. Bring your head up, lift your head up, bring your arms up so you can have that nice head of the cow little twist. Okay, lay yourself back down again. Okay, release your hands, drop your arms out to either side, and then this time you're now going to drop them to the opposite side. So go the other way and then look in the opposite direction. Okay, and don't be afraid of adjusting yourself into the twist. Ideally, you should see if you can have both shoulders on the floor. Relax your head. Keep making sure your head is looking the opposite way to the way your legs are falling. And relax. And again, you may observe that you're different on one side to another. And just make that little observation. And then come back center. I think I was drifting off there for a moment. Come back center, uncross your legs, and then for our final move, we're going to do seated. Okay, so come back up. You're going to sit cross-legged again. Actually, no, you're not going to sit cross-legged. You're going to open your legs up. You're going to keep your feet together. Is a position called bound angle. So get yourself nice and comfy here. Now again, this depending on how flexible you are and how your lower back is feeling. But basically what I need you to do is just, you can hold on to your feet, or you can place your hands on either side of your feet, and then you're just going to bend your head and then just lean forward. Okay, just drop your head and lean forward. You really need to relax and breathe into this. Depending on how your lower back is and just how your general flexibility is in your back, how stiff you are, you may feel this as soon as you bend your head down. It's very good for any lower back problems. If you have a lot of tension in your shoulders and your neck, just sitting like this can be very relaxing and soothing. Now if you don't feel this is too bad, you could keep walking your hands
tiny bit forward, and then you'll feel it a lot more. Also, you could clasp your hands around your feet if you wanted to, and then you can just gently pull yourself forward. Okay, as you're using your breathing, as every time you breathe out, you're sinking a bit deeper into it. Again, breathe in, breathe out, and just keep sinking into it. And start coming back.
Sitting up nice and straight. Thank you for staying with me, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this stretching session, and I hope that it's providing you with a little bit of comfort, especially as your legs might have been getting quite tired and quite sore from all the exercise I'm sure you've been doing. Nice to see you. We're finishing off on traditional yoga pose. Namaste, guys. Stay safe.